Let's get it. Whenever you're ready.
It's been going.
Oh, Lord. See, that's what I'm talking about. I love that organicism that you get. Is organicism a word?
No.
It's not a word?
You just made one.
Organicism, of course. Like, one of my 5 words that I use that I don't even...
Orgasmicism.
Orgasmic.
I should be having my heels clicking like Dorothy.
Got his eyes sputtering, baby. Come on, baby.
You got me speaking in tongues.
What's the fact that you somehow... Can we just applaud the fact that you...
driving this bus?
Speaking of, why you got a Buzzball Starbucks drink?
Because we vibing this Friday night.
I didn't even
it's
know.
Halloween weekend.
What kind of Starbucks be carrying Buzzball
they
like
don't,
that?
I bought the Buzzball.
Wait, so you can just... Oh, see, I was being all the way ignorant and thinking they like just got the Buzzball in the back and was like, we got you.
We did it on our own.
Could you imagine them little blue-haired, shaved-headed girls over there serving fucking...
Spelling your name wrong and all of that?
Come on, man.
Come on,
Joel
for that.
It's Joel.
It's for real. No, but for real.
Zachary? It's Zachariah.
Obadiah. Come on,
Come on. What a segue.
For real, though. And speaking of, thank you, everybody, for joining Literally Anything We Want for talking about a roundtable discussion with, thank you, all y'all, for real, for Obadiah's Files, because without y'all, this little passion project, this just small idea, this turned into a brainstorm, turned into like something honestly doper than I could have even imagined. And each and every one of y'all, seriously, I wish I could get emotional on the spot to make this a little bit more dramatic for no reason, but I can't cry. I haven't been crying since I was 2.
Damn.
You and I both know that's not true.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Oh,
Then you would call me out like that, bro. You was crying on the phone last week. But seriously though, you guys, for filling into spots on the last second to like just doing take after take after take, some of y'all filling in multiple roles too, like for real, I can't express enough how dope and how meaningful it is to me that all y'all showed up, and the fact that y'all even here right now honestly like just means a lot to me. And I almost shed a tear. Ooh, come on. But no, for real, thank you guys. And it was such a process, and one that, I'm sorry, Joel, I know was more difficult for you and I both than maybe I could have even imagined. But I appreciate your editing patience, and everybody give a snap around for this man's sound editing throughout the entire series. For real, for real. I mean, my goodness gracious, you killed it. You killed it. And what I want to ask you is, like, for real, how'd you even, first of all, learn to do that mess? But then, like, what is your mind process? Like, did my writing help you with that? Did it make it, like, free for you to, I mean, like, what was your whole process when doing that part of it?
Well, how did I learn how to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to film school. This is the first time I get to use my degree.
Exactly.
I graduated like what?
You welcome,
like 7 years ago?
I got you, baby. I got you.
Wait. Dang, hold on. Let me double check that, man. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. 7 years ago.
7 years.
So I'm glad I finally got to use it.
Heck yeah, for real.
But also, I mean, like, just messing around with the software. I didn't know how to do everything. I didn't know how to do the voices for episode 3, how to make her sound demonic.
Which, by the way, everybody give a snap out, shout out to Miss Rose over here for killing it on the episode 3. My goodness gracious, you absolutely killed it, and which we'll go back to that in a second. But it's just like listening, like it's just listening to it over and over and over and over again, like trying to hear like little intricacies like in people's voices, like okay, I can play on this part of it. Like for example, like when we did Stacy's voice for Madam, the fuck that bitch name? Madam Bo.
I'm like Madam Bo,
like bro, I just know she got
like she like has like this like really cool like little deep voice. Right. So like at the end where it's like where she's like kind of bouncing back and forth, like I wanted to like elongate like that deepness of her. And just things like that. My process is just like, I don't know, like I said, just listening to it and then like thinking like, okay, like closing my eyes and just be like, all right, I think if I was like in this stadium, like I should hear this here.
Right.
or like I'd picture like I'd get up and like pace, and like okay, if I'm running through like this room full of snakes, like I should hear something on the floor. I should hear something here.
Right.
And then like the moths too. Like I just was like this, like just my eyes closed and shit. And like just trying to like feel it. Like and I would hit it. If it didn't feel like I was there, then I'd try it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like trying to picture the scene.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, did I? I'm sure I made it like a little bit of a. But you said right off rip. You said, "Yo, don't worry about how hard it is. Don't worry about." Did I make it too hard for you, baby?
No.
Okay, good. Thank God.
I think what made it hard was, it's just be frustrating. Like, I was like, damn, I wish you would have recorded this right here.
Yeah.
So it's like, because time was not of the essence. So like,
no.
or maybe it was of the essence. Yeah. Time was something
yeah.
we didn't have.
Oh, no,
so like,
yeah.
I had to like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, okay, well, I gotta make do. Like, I wish you could. I even voiced you at some point, in some parts.
Oh, for episode 2. Yeah, it's funny.
Because I needed you to be tossed around. Like nobody gets tossed around and just silently. Just,
yeah, exactly.
You know. So like, I
just
tried it.
little things that we forgot to do on some days, like, oh, we got to do this. Okay, cool, bet, and then we get distracted and just
the werewolf
like,
too. Like I was the werewolf in a few parts because I couldn't find like the right thing.
Right.
So I think like the one that sounds the most distant, because like the one that sounds the most distant, I put hella echo on it.
Right.
That one's me. The longer one. The one that actually sounds like a wolf. That's me. And yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. And I mean, speaking of Madam Bo, everybody, we gonna salute everybody today.
Yeah.
Everybody snap it up for Madam Bo. Oh my goody gosh.
Hello.
I know it's funny because like I originally had you for a different role, right? And it's like, hey yo, I think you'll really kill it at this and that.
We told you from day one though. We're like, Madam Bo should be.
I know, and y'all was like, I'm trying to tell you, she
Alright,
would kill it, and I was like, I know she would, but I think she would kill it in this area too. But thank goodness the person who was supposed to be Madam Bo didn't show up, because then out of necessity, out of necessity and just the fact that you just being so dope about the process, you just hopped right on in it. What was it like for you? I mean, how did you find that voice, that little thing that is Madam Bo? Because it's not Stacy. Like, you absolutely killed it and actually turned into.
I wish you would have recorded the audition.
I know.
We read the Hereditary script.
Oh my lord, she killed that
Should've
too,
recorded
bro. Oh my gosh.
For real.
Should have.
That's a very good question. Well, in my head, I was trying to like picture like very powerful and like, I would say powerful women like Kali Uchis, Jessica Rabbit, Queen Dagmar. I don't know if you guys have watched
Caitlyn Jenner. She hella strong.
No, you did
Disenchantment. I got inspired off of that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of thinking of like those type of characters. Poison Ivy. Fucking love Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what came across my mind. That's it really. And I try to like also like hear out like Joel. I know Joel, thank you for like giving me some feedback, that also helped find that voice as well, having feedback and trying to like change a few things. But yeah, that's really what went on through that like process.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, speaking of stepping in at the last second, Brian and Andrew, literally literally the introduction to the whole thing. I mean, it wouldn't be a thing without y'all stepping in and doing what was necessary. So everybody, we snapping up everybody in case y'all haven't noticed.
Bro,
I mean, for real.
Hey, Andrew killed that shit.
Andrew
was like 4 people.
Andrew was 3 different characters, and y'all literally couldn't
didn't
even
know
tell.
until we just told you right now.
Honestly, hey baby, don't you call the 39 crew that? I love you, but I mean, for real, like, seriously, I want to thank y'all, because it's like literally, if we didn't have y'all, it would, what the heck, So I mean, what'd you guys think? Like, what was the process like for you guys to just like step into these roles that once again were a necessity, but y'all actually did y'all thing, man.
I'll let the guys go first.
I'd say probably my funnest one was the reptile guy.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite
Yo,
one.
oh my gosh.
Hey, can we
you
hear?
killed
Let's
that.
hear the legendary line.
Come on.
We not doing this. Doing this. Oh, we not doing this.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. That should be my ringtone, baby.
Hey, fuck the rest of us. I hope he gets famous just off of that.
I bet. I mean, honestly, though, because my gosh, like the fact that out of necessity, for real. Thank you for being the homie and jumping in where is necessary, and you absolutely killed it. But no, like finding Max Jackson, I know, like we talked about that. It's like, hey, yo, he has to be this certain way. He's annoying, but at the same time, like energetic. Like what kind of did you think about, or what did you kind of put your mind through to get to that space?
I would say for him, honestly, I was thinking of the announcer from Dragon Ball Z.
That's crazy.
Because, he's just like charismatic, but also like in depth about what's going on.
Right.
And like,
Frieza?
a little bit. But I'd say, probably just from growing up watching like a bunch of like big booming voices on the TV.
Yeah.
Gave me more versatility, I would say. Like,
Yeah.
good at mimicry, I would say, of like trying to like different voices and then merging it to make my own.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know we've talked about it, like, you wanted to tap into that, like as far as exploring voice acting and all that such. So I mean, like, was this process like anything that you thought it would be, a little different, a little better, a little more ignorant? Like,
No, I'd say it was good.
yeah,
Tested my versatility, which was good.
it
Like,
show
expand the
enough
horizons
did.
of
Yeah,
my range, I would say.
it show enough did. And I know I definitely tested that out too, but just knowing, like, real talk, like, just to give you your flowers, I wouldn't have asked you to do if I didn't think you would be able to either.
Thank you.
You want to make out later?
Come on.
I'm sorry, baby. Baby, no, baby, it's all good, baby. Come on. Sorry, y'all. Nano right here, my baby. We've been holding hands the whole time. Come on. But Brian, what was that process like for you? Because I know, once again, it was like out of necessity that you hopped in, and Triple G. I literally wrote that for you. I'm like, this is Brian. Come on, baby. But like, as far as the son, a necessity, you hopped in and did that. What was that whole process in general like for you?
I'm going to take you back even further.
Oh,
To the Discord meetings.
Oh, snap.
We started the writing process.
Heck yeah.
I was kind of down in myself. Remember? I was
You
like, I don't
was.
have no
You
ideas.
was.
And
Yeah.
he came up with the first
You
episode.
came,
Yep.
That was your idea.
It was, and it was interesting because, I was calling, like, because shout outs, I was like, hey, anybody who's down to help out, cool. But if not, I'll just figure it out. And the fact that, first of all the boys, I love you, Isaac. all the boys, like, for real, were just like, hey, no, we got you, like, come on. And it's our first meeting, I was just like, okay, cool, come up with 2 ideas each, bare minimum, right? And Brian, like you said you were doubting yourself. You're like, I don't know, I just came up with this like 10 minutes ago, but da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, yo, that's actually a dope idea, let's go ahead. And that basis of that idea was actually, or turned out to be, episode 1. I mean,
It's my favorite episode.
for real, that's your favorite episode. Okay, shoot.
The music, especially.
Oh
the
yeah,
first
for
one.
real. Nah.
Music was gas.
Oh yeah, it was.
And then playing the part as the son, I thought it was good. I told you my critique that you should have been like harder on me, harsher on the first episode, because like you could tell I was really nervous.
But we
And
were all
And this is a learning
all
experience,
nervous,
but like
though. Yeah.
playing it back, that's the only like hard critique I give myself. I could have done better, so it sounded like less nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And then Triple G was just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
just fun. Yeah,
Yeah, heck
I
yeah.
loved just like just how he was in that episode.
Yeah.
And then I loved when I would read, and then you would start reading at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that transition that we
Yeah.
do. Yeah, for real, that's fun.
The transitions were really good.
Oh yeah,
I think
absolutely.
we got like really juiced. I remember when we were recording.
For real, because it's like, dang, how we gonna nail that on the? And
That's
shout out
another
that
regret of mine. We didn't record none of like the recording sessions on video.
I know,
Should've
but
done, like,
because
deleted
that
scenes
in
or
itself was a
bloopers.
fun process. Like us just reading it back. Okay, let's read it one more time, and then the fact that it took only what at most 3 full takes like for an episode. I mean shout outs to y'all for real, because I mean all y'all like came with the right mindset, the right readiness, and without that, I mean episode 1 was 1 take. I mean that's kind of ridiculous how we were able to do that. I don't know how in the world, because we was fumbling and stumbling all kinds of words like during the reading, but
That
when
being said, it was my favorite one, the first one.
the first episode was
And
your
I
favorite,
think a lot of it's just because my boy's editing skills over here.
bro, at
All
the
of it was
beach
really
with
good.
all of it was fantastic. Seriously, what, Andrew? What's your favorite episode? Since you are the
in all
only
of them.
one
You're the only
besides me in all of them, yeah.
Damn, that's a tough question.
I will say like the first one is my favorite episode, but my favorite effect is in the second one,
With
and
the
it's a certain knock.
Yeah.
oh my! I
Oh.
promise you, when I was listening to the knocks at work, I literally turned my head. I was like, "Oh, who be knocking?"
No, I listened to it.
Like, nobody's here.
For real, I was like, "Oh man."
No, I was when I was doing it, I did it. And when I listened to it, I flinched because I was right by the window. I thought
Right.
some crackhead was on the window.
You know, the effects are so good.
Yeah, I was like, wait, no, that was me, right? And I played it again. Like, oh fuck, okay.
Right, for real.
Looking up window like,
You know, it's funny because yeah, and that knock, that amazing knock, leading to a critical part of episode 2, which shout outs to Danielle for once again filling in on a critical. Everybody, come on, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Come on. No, but for real. No, but thank you for, filling in. I know, like, you had some things going on that day, and you almost weren't able to make it, but she was like, you know what, nah, I got you, and, you filled in when...
Your sheer will to perform.
It's the will to perform, for real. I mean, like, I know it was probably, honestly... I would say maybe low key asked you maybe to do one of the more difficult things to do.
that was hard.
Definitely. As far as like being okay, you got to be on the verge of crying, but you low key think you're insane, but you know you're not insane, and your husband just died. All right, break. Like, go ahead and figure that out. What was that whole? How'd you take your mind there? In order to really take that performance where it needed to go.
I mean, I was low key like beating myself up about it a little bit just because like one, I was walking into like this kind of low key blindsided, not knowing what to expect, so I
Right.
wasn't like going in with an expectation of how it was supposed to go, and also kind of like I've never done like acting or drama in school, so I'm like, how am I gonna do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were going over, it multiple times, and obviously with the, telling me do more of this or do less of this or whatever, I was like in my head, like, come on, get it together, like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, with what I was going through, one, it was a great distraction out of what I've been dealing with outside of all of this.
Yeah.
But also it was just like, I was glad that I came because it was something new. So you guys took me out of my comfort zone into something I've never done before, doing something different. And when I like listened back to it, I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad, but kind of like what you said, like, I should have done this or should have done that, but it turned out good.
No, but it's interesting that you guys say that, because it's like, I'm sure, honestly, like, raise your hand if you thought like crap, I wish I could have done this small thing differently or this. Like, just raise your hand if you thought there was any point. Exactly.
For Spotify, everybody raise their hand.
Exactly. Like, literally, we all had those moments.
But
Isaac just straight chilling. He like, bro, I'm good.
But I think another thing that kind of like helped me with that part too is that I was like super nervous to where I felt like I was shaking inside because I was so nervous. It kind of helped with the quiver in my throat.
Absolutely.
To play that part.
Absolutely.
So I was so nervous and I'm like.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, honestly though, I ain't gonna lie. I was mad nervous. I was excited, obviously, because like, you know, you see, you know, kind of your baby like growing up like right before you, you know. It's like, oh my gosh, it just learned how to walk. Oh my, it just said its first word. Oh my god. Like, so, you know, in that sense it's exciting, but you're like, oh crap, it can learn how to walk now, but what kind of ignorance is going to come from this now? You know, like you just start thinking about little things that may or may not pop up, but like you guys for real, like, and I'm not just saying this to you, you guys eased my nervousness so quickly just because of just how willing you guys were to just do what was necessary, like straight up. And like, shout outs to all y'all, by the way, for taking whatever critique or whatever direction and just not like just going with it, like for real, just having an open mind to the whole thing. Isaac,
Yeah, baby.
your Obadiah cry is absolutely legendary.
Come on.
Come on, baby.
That's the only old person I know.
Say it again,
On this
baby.
fucking big
Just for me, baby.
Come on!
I love it, baby. Shoot. I mean, like, you know, shout outs for you once again, too. Like, because all of these roles, as you see, there's a theme where, like, yo, I need you, baby. I need you just to.
You did me dirtiest.
Yeah.
You had me be fucking.
Oh yeah, for real.
I was cringing and sweating the whole time.
No, but you killed it. You killed it.
Hell no, I can't listen to that shit to this day.
I love it. I love it. It generally puts a
You
smile
are
to
Robert
my
Downey
face.
Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
I felt hella racist.
Oh my-
I was like, bro, somebody's gonna cancel me for this.
Not
shit, man.
even, because honestly
It
though,
was in good
like
taste, bro.
I felt like if you didn't know, you couldn't tell that it was you. Like, for
I
real.
feel like you can.
If you know him.
If you
yourself,
know it
because
you
you
well
did it
enough,
yourself.
yeah. If you know it well, but if no one like really knew you like that, it'd be like, oh, who this dude right here? Like, honestly, and you playing the chief too. When everybody give a snap for it, we giving a snap to everybody today. Come on, baby.
I didn't get a snap. Doing right now. Everyone.
No, for real, shout out to Isaac for playing the dopest old and for
and he
Dennis
did
too.
the bug kid too.
Ezel. I was Ezel.
He's there. Exactly. Literally Ezel.
He
Like,
played the bug guy in the first episode.
And then the
Exactly.
choking motherfucker.
The choking, the
Oh,
dying
he
sounds in the
was-
first episode was him.
And the
Exactly.
old motherfucker.
Come on.
All the
but I mean, for real, like, which character, like all these critical characters, seriously, was like the most organic or the most fun for you, Isaac? Because I mean, with your
Probably the one that you wrote for me just to be me.
Yeah, baby.
Felt pretty
My
easy.
only regret is I just didn't write you more in that episode. Seriously,
Damn, it's good.
that's
Not that-
literally my only regret.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
it better.
I promise you're gonna be in the future
good,
ones. I
bro.
promise you, baby. I promise.
I couldn't like help but like when I listened to all of them all over again and just like the funny parts when we're all cracking up going over it and hearing it, I just busted up laughing.
For real.
'Cause I remembered like how it was when we were here.
For real. I mean,
That's why I wish you would have recorded behind the scenes
I
because it
know.
would have been fun.
'Cause-
You could have seen me stressing out over Smooth T's voice.
Let's
We started
just do it
diving
one
into
more time.
Because you're a practice, you're like, yeah, yes.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I was like, fuck.
Say smooth.
Hold
Say
on.
you want some cobbler one more time.
Hold on.
It's real good
What
into
was the
character.
line? What was the line?
Get some of that good cobbler.
I was gonna go get some of that good peach cobbler.
I love it, baby. Come on, baby, for real. I mean, so with that being said, what's your favorite episode, Daniel?
I don't know if I really had like all of them were good to me, so I don't know if I have like a favorite.
Yeah, for real.
But I mean, what was the I forget what episode.
There's only 3, baby.
Well, I know, but
That's how I'm gonna tell you right
like
now.
with the sound effects of like the crunching the eyeballs, which one
Oh,
was
the
that?
second
Oh, that was
The
number
second?
2. Yeah, that was number 2.
I mean,
yeah.
I liked them all. I can't really pinpoint, but
When they're peeling off Triple G's face, that peeling
For
sound.
real.
Yeah.
I'm so glad because when I wrote that, I'm like, if you execute this sound, this is gonna be,
I like
and you
low-key-
sure enough did.
low-key cringed. But I was like, that's a really good sound effect.
More
though.
than when you cringe at the word moist. I'm sorry.
You're fired.
That was me. No, but my personal favorite episode, honestly, and somehow, some way, is episode 3.
Really?
Really. I think just the all of them were super dope. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's like kind of rating with your favorite child in a way, you know. But I think maybe because of
Everybody got a favorite child, though.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, just the fact
Who's your favorite
of
child?
When I don't know. I'll tell you when I have a second one. I'll tell you. I play favorites, but I don't give a fuck.
you gonna make it known
It's
too.
gonna be Sophia, number 1. Always.
It probably is.
Yeah, for real. But just the tape recording sound effect, honestly, I thought
Running the
added
hierarchy,
like
bro.
a lot. When I was writing, I was envisioning something, but just to hear the execution of it, shout outs to you, man, for that editing was spectacular. And speaking of spectacular, I'm giving you your roses one more time, Karina. You absolutely killed it. It's so funny. The story behind your role. It was, Joel, remember, literally, the person who I wanted to play Madame Beau originally.
The Queen Cat.
Come on, babe. You know, she didn't show up. And so it's like, okay, Stacy, please, can you? All right, dope. And then I'm so glad it worked out like that because
Stacy was supposed to be.
And Stacy was supposed to be Rose.
Oh no, we would have.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
She was supposed to be Rose.
We did the right thing.
Yeah, and Stacy absolutely murdered Madame Beau. Karina, you absolutely
And if her friend
murdered.
wouldn't have said nothing to me at the birthday party,
Right.
I would have never reached out.
That just means it's fate because straight up, like, because, you know, literally the day of, the person who was supposed to be Rose originally was like X, Y, and Z. It's like, for real, can you just come for 30 minutes? 30 minutes. No reply. It's like, okay, cool. We're like going down the list of literally who can we get, and Joel's like, I think I got one person. I think. And it's like, just
late us notice.
for real. It's like, hey, can you please,
by the way.
please slide through? And first of all,
It's like, hey, person, I never reach out to.
He's like, this is a little weird, but
what?
I was like,
No, but for real, thank you for showing up because honestly, I think I love all y'all, but you, Andrew, and Stacy, by far, like, just gently put a smile on my face
Fucking
with like
peach
how
cobbler.
Thanos!
and I love that peach cobbler, baby. Come on. But for real, like, you guys were, I don't want to say surprised me the most, but like, y'all probably blew me the way. Probably like, oh my God, y'all are killing it. I mean, you saw how hyped I was, like, the day that, you know, it was excitement because thank God we get to complete episode 3. But then 2, like, you just absolutely destroyed it. Like, what was your process mentally going through being Rose throughout that whole time? Like,
I was nervous. I was hella nervous. I was like, fuck, what am I gonna get myself into?
right.
But it was hella fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
And then
yeah.
remember when you guys told me, like, because I was like, I'm trying to be possessed. I don't know how to be possessed.
You
Right.
don't want to
And
be
you said,
possessed.
go like this and then talk.
Right.
And then, I mean, it worked.
Right. I mean, no, for real. And like, you just, you know, taking okay, let me just read through the lines one more time. And testing your range out. Like, did you surprise yourself as far as where you could take it as far as turning into this character?
I mean,
I don't know, because I didn't really come in knowing what the heck I was going to do.
Right.
It's okay, we didn't either.
We sure didn't
I
either.
was like,
We missed all the deadlines.
I just kept reading. It says possessed
What
voice. I was like,
deadlines?
am I supposed to do the possessed
deadline.
voice? Remember, I was like,
Yeah.
do I have to talk like this? And
Yeah.
you're like, no, I'm going to change it.
I was like, you let me do that.
Yeah. It's like, no. Just go like that, and then we're gonna add an effect to it. It's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
but same thing, like how you said, like that nervous kind of voice. When I was supposed to be like now regular Rose, just be myself.
yeah.
I was nervous, but it was like, I just got possessed. Like,
Right.
like talking. What do I remember?
Right.
Yeah, it was. I think it helped a little bit, but I was hella nervous. I was like, how is this gonna sound?
Right. No, but as you see, it sounded absolutely dope, and you made that seem so seamless too, as far as like the transition. Like when you listen to it, it was almost like, dang,
It
this
just came super easy.
yeah, like it turned out it sounds so much better than what I even remember it sounding like. And that's honestly for all of y'all, for real. Like Brian, Andrew, Isaac, Stacy, Danielle, even you, Peach Cobbler. Like like for real, all of it just blew me away. But also what added to it was Andrew. You playing by far, you're tied with Isaac as far as like the most characters in this whole thing.
Beat your ass.
I mean, which one was the most difficult for you to kind of tap into?
The agent, huh?
I would say probably the agent. 'Cause
Yeah.
The way, like,
Mhm.
the voice needed to hit the certain pitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, so not Professor Snape, but like not this.
Yeah. Make it
either.
deeper, but not
We were
that.
in here for a while trying to
And
figure
we
out.
were.
the
It's
voice.
like, because I had a certain
Like, it's
vision
not
for
Mr.
it.
It's not Agent Smith. Like,
Right. Because
no, I'd say we found it.
no, we definitely.
That was probably
did.
the toughest one because then I had to like
You had to
adjust
keep
how I
it, yeah.
spoke.
Right.
Yeah, he had to keep the same.
Right.
Monotone.
Yeah. It's because I had this vision of like, I want you to do
Okay,
this
wait,
voice because I knew you could do a certain voice, but then you were like, no, this is like physically hard to keep up, and I'm like, oh crap, okay, let's switch this around then, and that's when
that one.
that's when we like, okay, let's play with this, let's play with that, and I think it was pretty sure you found it, because you were playing around with some voice, and I was like, hold up. Dude,
Yeah, that wasn't even the voice he was trying to do.
yeah, it was like, hold up, do that again, baby. And sure enough, like, it's especially with the tape recording effect over it. Oh my goodness gracious!
That one was the hardest to keep.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of lines to read, but like Reptile Guy was like
That was actually painful.
that was easier,
Right.
but just doing like 5 takes, like
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
on the voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Right.
I
Yeah.
would say
Right.
probably the interviewer
Mm-hmm.
was the toughest one.
Absolutely. And Brian, for you, what was your favorite episode, personally speaking?
Number 1.
Oh, come on, babe. Come on. Kareem, what was your favorite episode?
Probably the first one too.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I
Shoot.
guess.
Dang.
That's the one that took me the long. It took me 15 hours total to do that episode.
What was your average editing time per episode, if you could put a
So
number
that
to
one,
it?
it went down each time.
Mm-hmm. Which
So-
I tried to do that to you as best
Yeah,
as I could.
so the first one was 15, but also I showed Nano because he knows audio.
Yeah.
I showed him, remember all the tracks I had. He's like, "How the hell is your computer not on fire?" Like, there was something like 100 and something each individual tracks, which is one individual sound.
Right.
The butterflies themselves were like 20 to 30 of that.
Right.
The
Yeah.
second episode took me about 10, anywhere between 10 to 12, because I fucked off a lot too. That one, mainly what took the longest of that one was trying to figure out like space, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like the spacing of it and like figuring out like, okay, we're supposed to be in this house and then these guys are supposed to be getting killed outside. Then you wanted a chase scene. I'm like, how am I gonna do a chase scene with no
Yeah.
visuals?
Yeah.
And then the third one took me about 8 hours.
Oh yeah. See, I tried to make it easier for you as we went along, so I'm glad it did that. But speaking of Nano,
only a full work week.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Speaking of Nano, y'all, that intro was
he had a part of it.
My
he did the intro.
gosh,
Yeah,
goodness.
He also did the White Noise
great-
intro for Halloween.
Yes.
He does all the Halloween
Bro,
intros.
I know I gave you kind of like a layout, an idea of what I wanted for the intro, but like, what was your process as far as creating that though?
I don't know. I just hear detective and I fucking think of that kind of music. That some guy that says toots. That type of guy. And I just went with that. That's pretty much it. It's a guy with a top hat and a trench coat and a cigarette in rain in New York. That's all I thought of. That was it. But yeah, yeah, that's it. It didn't take long either. It took probably a couple hours. I forgot I did it. I hella forgot. I did.
You a lot.
But yeah, I did forget actually.
That's an episode called Toots.
Oh, for real. No, but I mean, seriously. Thank you, because I mean, honestly,
I'm gonna text each one of you that.
I'm gonna be real too. I think it was your intro that low-key kind of helped with like some of the ideas that like as far as like how to execute some of the writing, you know. So I mean, you for real, it starts with that as far as being able to take you to the scene visually and all that. So everybody, let's give it one more snap as far as just absolutely destroying that intro. Yeah, absolutions.
I know that sounded like I didn't give a shit or I didn't put any care into it. I definitely did. It just happened to work out that fast. I did care and put time into it. It just was that fast.
Nah, shoot. That just means you're the best in the business, baby.
He is.
I mean, honestly.
He needs to believe that.
Because you are. You generally are. Shoot. But I mean...
Hold on. What about you, baby?
Obadiah
Because you're
himself.
probably
Whoa.
one of the best actors on that thing.
Stop. No, I wasn't.
I tell you, when I did the voice recorder effect on the third episode, when you came in,
yeah.
I got goosebumps. I'm not sucking your
I
dick.
get
enough.
those
I'm
goosebumps
speaking
every
that.
time.
I'm like, I was like, oh, this is gas.
I think one of the funny parts too, when we were all cracking up, was when you had this and you were messing with his microphone or
I had to get him there
with the high voice.
And that didn't even make it into the episode.
I know. I wish it did. I know.
You know what? It was in person. It sounded better than it did on the mic.
It sure did, huh?
So
yeah.
I just was like, nah.
Yeah. Nah, for real. Yeah. What was the question?
I didn't ask you one. I was just sucking.
Oh,
your dick.
for sure. Whoa.
No, okay. Well, let's start this then. Like, where did this come from? Because you came to us and was like, "Hey, I got this idea.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. Like, what made you want to make? And did you picture it being what it is? Like a whole movie without visuals?
It's interesting because I was just listening to this true crime podcast, right? And most of it is narration. I'd say like maybe 70% of it, but in between it would cut into, you know, somebody acting like as the killer or like as a victim, right? And then I always just loved Twilight Zone growing up, you know. So I'm like, dang, what if I could turn like a anthology sort of series into like audio, you know? I've always loved to write, always, you know, whether poetry, short stories, novels, comics, obviously, you know, it's always just been writing like kind of just easy and fun for me since a young age. So I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of rusty writing anyway, so let me get my juices flowing. Then yeah, I just came to y'all with this idea. I love you, babe. I just came to y'all with this idea, just hoping y'all would help out, and if not, then it's like, okay, I'll figure it out because it's something I really, really want to do. And sure enough, like once again, as I give y'all the praise, seriously, I could not I could not. Each and every one of y'all in this room, literally, it would not be, dang it, the dopest series on all of streaming if it wasn't for y'all. Dare I say it? I mean, each and every one of y'all murdered it, and I feel like a proud dad for real. Like it's so awesome.
What I mean when I call you daddy.
Yeah, you want to go in the room right now? We can cut this episode short.
I'm
sorry, baby. Dang, like come on. You know I want
to say something.
You know I got a lot of fruits.
Hey, I want to say something like dead ass.
No, yeah.
Okay? Like
I'm scared.
I know I was hard on you during the process.
I'm sorry for putting you through the ringer.
I wasn't trying to sound like your fucking manager, but you know, like these are things that trials, tribulations that you know.
When
you're in the creative business, like these things got to happen in this certain way, right? So like, I didn't do it in a way of being a dick.
No, I didn't take it that way
like,
at
okay,
all.
good.
No,
but also like, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, this is the first time, and also like, how cool is it that this is the first non-traditional podcasting that this group has done?
Yeah,
and you know, like, you should really be proud that name in like our history goes to you. That's your title. Yeah. You single-handedly won Halloween this year with this, with bringing your daddy on the show last week.
Come on,
like,
baby.
You're the king of Halloween 2023.
His voice is very soothing, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
He should do a podcast. We just read lullabies.
Shoot, I got you.
Asleep? Sorry.
I'll do that for an episode.
We got a lot of
no
new
reason.
listeners because of you, Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you had left last week, but I had played a voice message from my friend Ruben, and it was his first time listening to VHS. He hears you all the time, and then he started listening to Obadiah Files, and he was like, I didn't notice that was Kyrie, and he was like, he has a really good acting voice. So I just want to give you flowers again.
Thank you.
I had a couple people too that have wanted to listen on because I share it on social media and from work. Some people that I work with, they're like, "Oh, I'll listen." And one person today, one of our vendors where I work, he listened to the whole 3 episodes of what we just did.
Yeah.
And then my episode.
I mean, he better have the.
Yeah. So like that ass.
Listen to one, you better listen. No, but seriously,
yeah,
like
but they really liked it. So
that is super.
Like I'm for real
dope.
proud of you, King. Like you should be proud of yourself for what you've done, for what you created. You know, and you know, just I think I speak for the whole group of VHS. Like, well, maybe not Nano, but like you know, like thank you for bringing such a dope thing to our group. You know, and you made us look good.
No, I appreciate that. I seriously appreciate that. It makes me, it reaffirms that, you know, that it was totally worth it. And I knew it was worth it after just listening to the first episode, you know. And honestly, I just thought in my head, even if it gets only one view, which I could say confidently we all knew that wasn't going to be the case, but like, even if that was the case, just the process alone was just so much fun, and just to go through it with y'all. Literally, I know this is like kind of a cliche thing to say, but I told you, I'm so glad it worked out piece by piece the way that it did. As far as the dropouts, the cats, honestly. And I want to say this: shout outs to all y'all that flaked, like, and I mean, like, for
this
real,
been worse.
like, honestly, like,
they listening to this like,
no, but I'm so serious. Shout outs to all y'all that quote unquote had things come up, or you know, because it's always, you know, it's not.
That's what I always say, dude. Like, things are gonna work out the way they're meant to,
and it just did.
And
it
that's
just
how it is, bro.
Did. It really did.
That's how it is.
Like,
you know?
to each and every one of y'all stepping up to the plate last second, to y'all just mentally locking in and doing what you do. Y'all sharing it like each and every day. Like, for real. It meant so much, and it still does mean a lot. And in case, yes, y'all, if y'all wondering, yeah, definitely there's gonna be another one. We're not gonna say when, because I think the surprise drop of this, like, definitely was dope. And let's just say it'll be sooner than maybe you think it's gonna come, but very much sooner than maybe you think it's gonna come. But at the same time, you know,
yeah, no, we doing deadlines this time. So it might not be, but it might.
Hey, there was a deadline, obviously.
Huh?
October
Let me
was the
help you with
deadline.
editing.
Come on.
You want to learn, Bob?
Teach me.
I'll teach you, Bob.
That'd be cool to see how the
October
editing
was-
process goes.
I'll teach you,
What
Bob.
really goes into it.
October was the deadline. I know you're like, I hate you for saying that.
No, and he actually gave you a even a harder deadline because we have just finished recording VHS, and we sat down and he told you, if we don't record next week, I'm cutting it.
And what do we do? We got
Well,
that
no,
shit done, dude.
no, because
Yeah.
it was getting.
It wasn't
people
his
in
fault all
place.
the way, though.
Yeah,
It
It was
wasn't his
getting
fault all
people
the
in
way.
place.
But I was just like, I was already crunched for time.
No, I know.
So like, I
Yeah.
finished the first and second episode like the day before I had to upload it
I know.
to Spotify.
Yeah.
At least I had 2 days for the other one. But
Yeah.
Get you nervous
It was
for
just-
that time crunch of
It
deadline.
was
of when
stressful.
to go
No,
out.
but
like,
that's
but-
why I'm so appreciative of y'all, because it was like the hardest part really was getting the people like
as
real
it always
talk.
is, though. Like it's always
Real
gonna be
talk.
like that. But you know, now I'm excited to see what you do, what we all do. But you know, you led this one, so I'm excited to see what you do with this project, this character that I'm
Thank
sure people
you.
want to see more of or hear more of, right?
Thank you.
And also applying things that we've learned in this process. You know,
definitely
like
learning lessons.
you've learned a
for
lot.
sure.
We were talking about this through text. You know, like
Yeah.
we both have learned a lot from
Ye-
this.
Oh,
you know,
we-
so
for sure. For
I think
sure.
it's like a huge learning experience now that it's already like done and over with, to where whatever next one you end up doing, you're way ahead of the game of what you need to do.
yeah, now we
Mhm.
know
For the
we know
next.
exactly how long these things take.
Yeah.
You know, we know that okay, we need to record and then be open to this fool's gonna call me back because he needs me to grunt 2 times, but it's gonna make the episode like that
Right.
much more realistic and that
Right.
much better than
Exactly.
me trying to impersonate you going.
Yeah. For real. No, actually, I mean, and I can say I have 2 episodes written already but
That's crazy because I
yeah.
ain't seen them.
oh, you will soon.
Honestly, I didn't even know that you did that to fill in for him. So if you didn't say that, I wouldn't have known.
Exactly.
Come on, baby.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
No, when the Wolfman hit Obadiah out the window, and
That was me.
Yeah, because we were supposed to record ad libs that week,
I wouldn't
but
have noticed, honestly.
but I think what was it, Wednesday? You hit me up. You're like, bruh, we didn't record the ad libs. I'm like,
And you're like, that's for sure because this drops tomorrow.
yeah.
so-
I was like, what? And
I don't know.
and-
Monica would ask me. She's like, "When does this come out? You're working on it so hard." I'm like, "What time is it? 3 hours?"
You're like, shoot.
yeah, bro. Like,
Oh, what? Gosh, but no. Once again, yeah, a lot of learning lessons. Like a lot of learning lessons, and it's gonna be bigger, better, so much better. And dang it, dude, there were supposed to be 4 episodes, by the way, y'all. There really were.
who said there ain't?
No
one said there ain't.
Come on, baby. But see, what happened was we have a official quote unquote lost episode because we just gonna keep it a buck. The execution wasn't what we set the standard out to be. You know, as far as writing wise, I was texting Joe the whole time. I'm like, bro, I am struggling with this one for it took me a minute just to come up with the idea for number 4, but then to execute it, I think you even said, you're like, if this was a visual thing,
Gas.
barbecue chicken.
Gas.
But audio wise,
No. It would have really like amplified my issue with the 3rd episode.
yeah,
Which was like it would benefit from another character
yeah.
instead of hearing Obi just narrate what he sees like he's fucking Dora.
But he is Dora. on,
Yeah,
man.
it was,
He
weird. It
goes
was
all
like,
over.
look, a ghost. Do you see the ghost?
It wasn't that ignorant.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
But just yeah, the idea to execute what was in my head to audio was just so it was.
And you
It
just
was
needed
so
more time
difficult.
though. That's all it was.
Yeah,
so
and
that's
then
why I
that
say
too.
like
Yeah.
we held on to that audio. We gonna study it. We gonna cringe.
No, I'm gonna redo that whole script.
Oh yeah, no.
No, that
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
script
please.
is getting redone.
But
yeah,
you-
But it
yeah.
turned out a lot better than what you even imagined it could have been. I think you already asked that, but
As far as like all 3 episodes,
yeah,
like
exceeded your expectations.
it really, really, really did. Like I knew, humbly speaking, like just because of all of y'all, it was gonna be dope. But then to hear it, it was just like, dang, we got a banger. Like this is what's up, you know. But with those learning lessons, it's gonna be doper, bigger, better the next time we drop it. And honestly, like, thank you y'all for sharing. Thank you y'all for just being real throughout this whole process. And I'm so proud. Like, let's just give ourselves, honestly, just you know, like for real. For real.
My bad. When I promote it, I didn't tag nobody because for the sake of realism and just.
Yeah.
But now, after this drops, you will all get your flowers. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I already knew.
Seriously.
I already knew that.
Seriously. You know? And what I want y'all to do is we're just gonna go around and say your full name and just say the characters that you played. Please, 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 please. Starting with Brian, baby.
Still hazing me, I see. I played Brandon and Triple G, and I'm Brian Mendoza.
I am Andrew Olson, and I played Reptile Guy, Max, and...
You gotta say to the voices that you played them.
Huh?
The voices that you played.
I voiced the Reptile Guy. I voiced...
Let him go. Come on.
And I voiced the General.
Come on.
Well, he's a captain so far, but dang, spoilers. Anyway, yes, go.
I'm Karina Gonzalez, and I played Rose.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Oh, my name's Nano.
Nano?
About yourself.
Humbly speaking, I am the captain.
Oh.
I know, for real. You made me sound hecka arrogant now. No, but yeah.
Okay, Danielle Jimenez, and I played Susan. Yeah.
Oh. My name's Stacy. Also for the people who follow me on Instagram, I'm also known as Z or Zombie.
Get that shit.
I'm not gonna say my last name though, because it's very long. I play Madam Bo.
Isaac. That's right.
I played as myself.
I played the loud motherfucker. I played the dying motherfucker. I played the bug motherfucker. Who else?
The old one too.
The old motherfucker, yeah.
He literally did.
He's the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Come on, who you play, bro?
Yeah, you know me. It's the brownest. The brownest of them all, bro. The biggest of the red.
Peach
I
Cobbler,
played.
man.
Peach Cobbler.
Who did I play?
You played the chief.
I played the Chief. I played Smooth T. And that's it.
Yeah.
I filled in for people who when they weren't here.
Right.
So I played Nick's part.
No. You also played, and shout outs to his editing for this, y'all. He played the newscaster woman too.
Oh yeah, I used AI. So they had the newscaster woman in the second episode.
Hell no.
Yeah. I hella forgot I did that. Oh
You use
shit.
AI?
I used AI to change my voice.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so because it wasn't sounding good, so I was like, all right, let me just do this, and yeah. So the lady in the beginning, that's me.
Heck yeah. And Nano, you gotta introduce yourself as the creator of the intro. No, baby.
I'm Nano, and you're watching Disney Channel. I made the theme, the first only theme. I did the music. I didn't do the rest of it.
Heck yeah. And I have been
That was great.
I have been Kyrie, the host of Law, and Obadiah,
And the director, writer.
and the director, writer, and honestly just enthusiast of this project. And I appreciate each and every last one of y'all once again. I cannot give y'all more praises enough. So thank you y'all for tuning into literally anything we want. Follow us on Instagram, both Law_podcast as well as Visual House Studios.
LAWW.
LAWW, thank you, _podcast. Make sure, oh yeah, by the way, you can listen to us on 2 places, both the Law page as well as the Visual House Studios page. The link will be in the description, depending on which channel you are streaming this on. And thank you, honestly, for tuning in and for just showing love to Obadiah Files. And Obadiah will return soon, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Everybody, have a good night. Be safe these holidays. Hug your mama. And make sure to share us, baby. We love y'all. 39 Crew, especially you. Peace out, everybody.